Hello, cricket fans and Sydney Thunder fans. Welcome to the Sydney Thunder Avenue podcast. In today's episode, we've got another cricket legend of the world, Stephan Myburgh, from the Netherlands cricket team. He is a retired player. He's an absolute legend for joining the podcast. Welcome to the show, Stephan. How are you?
Yes, no, thank you very much. Yeah, good to be here. I think it's quite late, your guys,
Yeah,
in the morning here, so it's been a bit of a struggle to find a appropriate
very,
time. But yeah,
very keen.
very,
All right,
very, very
Charlie,
nice to join you guys.
would you like to introduce yourself, boys?
What?
All right, yeah,
Well,
sure. Hi, I'm Mason. Yeah, I've probably played cricket for more than 4 years, I think, or 5 years, maybe. I don't know, can't remember. But yeah, so it's glad to meet you.
I'm Charlie. I've been supporting the Thunder for a fair bit now, and been playing cricket for maybe 2 or 3 years, and been enjoying it so far. So yeah, glad to be here.
Awesome.
rightio, I'll kickstart off. What's your earliest memories of playing cricket, Stephan?
Yeah, so I started playing when I was really young. I was 4 years old when I started playing with my brother. He's 4 years older. He also played first class cricket for more than 20 years. So yeah, that was my first memories, fond memories, starting at such a young age, and always played with older kids, which especially at school level really helped me a lot.
Yep. So I've heard you're
Mm,
born in South Africa.
Yeah, indeed. So I played quite a few years in South Africa, also first class cricket for Northerns. Played with AB de Villiers and Faf Duplessis and Heino Kun since actually under 11. So we started playing together when we were 9 years old. We were the youngsters in the Northern under 11 team,
Yep.
and played all through school with them. And yeah, so we had a lovely team, to be honest.
Nice. They're two inspirational cricket players for all us three boys. We love watching them play. Mr. 360 himself and Faf Duplessis come out to the Big Bash a few years ago for the Perth Scorchers. So, what two players those gentlemen are. Charlie and Mason, do you have a few questions for Stephan? Either of you start.
I got a
Um,
question. If whoever has
you
those.
can go first. You can go first.
So what got you into cricket? Like, what was the main reason you got into cricket?
I would say main reason is just the love for sports. So my father was quite a keen sporter as well. My mother a keen sporter. My sisters, my brother. So the whole family. I always say everything was based around sports. So basically played all the sports there was. But my love for cricket was always a little bit more than for rugby or athletics or tennis. But I literally played all the sports there were. Always thought it was real good to mix it up and not to focus on one thing when you're too young. But the love for cricket was always a little bit more than for the others.
Yeah, nice. Who's the most? Who's the best cricket player you've ever versed in your whole career?
Oh, best best bowler I've probably faced was probably Dale Steyn. I played a lot of cricket
Mm,
with Dale as well. We were in the academy together. He was absolutely quality. I actually never played against Australia. I played in 4 World Cups, never against Australia. I would have loved to. And Trent Bolt from New Zealand was also always tough to face. I thought he was also exceptional. Um, but yeah, and then betting wise, yeah, lucky to have played with Faf and AB for a very long time in my career, and also against them at the World Cup. So I would say they up there with some of the best. And then also Kane Williams from New Zealand was tremendous. And then Kevin Peterson, played against Kevin Peterson a couple of times. He was also very, very good. So, yeah, a couple of good players. And I have to mention my brother. Unfortunately, he was injured a lot in his career because he was an amazing rugby player as well. He could have played professional rugby or cricket, and it hampered him a little bit. But he still played 20 years of cricket and still's got a couple of records in South Africa. He was only 16 when he made a double hundred in the first class match.
Oh,
He was
wow.
fully contracted at 16 years old. So yeah, I think he could have played a lot of international cricket if it wasn't for his injuries.
Yeah, wow. So the 2022 T20 World Cup, did you come out for that? I think you retired after it. Is that true?
Yes. So I started working full time in 20. It's been such a long time. 2017. So since 2017, cricket was always came second, if I can say it that way. Not because I wanted it, but just because I was getting a little bit older, had a family, so I had to think about the future. And
Yep.
2022, I did come out for the World Cup. I didn't join the guys from the start due to work. I had to work, unfortunately. So I missed the prep phase of the World Cup, but did get there on time for the first game, which was a fantastic World Cup and something that where the Netherlands did really well. So it was good to be a part of.
Yep, nice. You got another question there, Charlie?
I don't think Luke's asked this, but who was like your biggest inspiration, like looking forward to into cricket? Like, yeah.
Inspiration, I would say probably my father and my brother. But my favorite cricket player was Matthew Hayden.
Oh, yes.
Left-hander opening batsman, just smashed the guys to all parts. And in 2003 World Cup in South Africa, we got the opportunity to spend quite a few trainings with them when they were training. And one day the Australians offered to train us, which was phenomenal. And then I had a one-on-one session with Matthew Hayden, and
Wow.
he was always my hero. But then after that, even more. And yeah, as a youngster, I just always wanted to bet like Matthew.
Yep, he's an unbelievable player, huge inspiration to all of us in Australian cricket. But he was the wall. He was just inspiring to every young cricketer out there a long time ago. What a player he was. And look at him now. He's got the big cowboy hat on Channel 7. But yeah, very good player, good bloke. And yeah, so us three boys, big cricket lovers, and would like to get some batting tips from you.
Yeah, for me, the main thing about batting is your head position. I always tell guys when I coach them, I was like, you can do whatever you want with your feet or with your hands, but if you close your eyes, you're probably not going to hit the ball. So that's where the basic starts, is to make sure that your eyes are level with the ball, you get it in line as much as possible with the ball. And wherever your head's going to move, your body will move, because that's where you get your balance from. But for me, it all starts with your eyes. Make sure that that's in line with the ball as much as possible. Uh, and then I would say you've got 2 seasons. You got a off season and on season, basically. And during off season, that's where you really practice a couple of things and figure out what works for you and what doesn't. Whether it's sweeping, reverse sweeping, charging down the track. That's when you figure it out. And during the season part, that's when you basically think as little as possible when you bat. You got to make sure you've got a real clear mind when you bat, and then you just watch the ball and you just make sure that you time it. Don't ever try and overhit it. That's when you lose complete shape and your head moves away from the ball. So key thing is nice solid base, eyes on the ball, and just time it.
Yep. Yeah, work at the moment. Just trying to execute the ball off its merits. Last weekend I got out by charging a spinner and ended up getting an inside edge straight to the bowler, and it was very unfortunate. But I thought my head position wasn't as good as I'd like to be. But yeah, how would you say the face spin, stay still, and footwork?
That's actually something Hayden changed of mine. I used to have a big shuffle before the bowler runs in. And the first thing he said is, it's okay to do that, and it's okay to charge, and everything's okay as long as your head's in a still position. So he would put your head like in a box, and if you charge, your head's still got to stay in that position, because if your head moves from high to low, that's just that millisecond where you actually lose sight of exactly where the ball's going to pitch, exactly how much it's going to turn, where you might get yourself into trouble. So the
Yep.
main thing is that when you do charge or when you do make pre-movements before the bowler bowls, that your head's still as possible whenever that happens.
Yeah, thanks for that tip. I thought just executing the way I like, just staying still, head still. But Charlie, what tips were you going to ask Stephan about your batting?
How do you be like a bit more confident going out and just like trying to just focus in on the game and try not to focus on the bad things that like might happen?
So for me, the key thing is that players need to understand that there will be more failures than successes, and that is looking at the world's best. If you look at Virat Kohli, Steve Smith, you can name all of them. They fail more than they score. They go through stages where they probably score above 50 4 or 5 times in a row, and then they'll have a few innings where they don't. So the main thing is that you know that there will be failure, and probably more often than not. So for me, is why then worry about failing if it's gonna happen? It happens to the best in the world. So for me, is that when you go out, don't think about the failures because it might happen, but think about what you can do. So for me, the focus would always be just positive. Go
Yep,
play a game, put the bowler under as much pressure as possible, because bowlers make more mistakes when they're under pressure. And I always tell
yep,
guys, pressure doesn't mean we're going to hit them for six every ball. Pressure means we're looking to score every ball. But if
yep,
you look, a lot of guys also come and they go, no, I'm just trying to get in, or I just try to get the other guy on strike. The thing is, then you're already in a negative mindset. When the bowler then bowls you a full toss or a short ball, you're probably going to miss out because you're looking for one, or you're looking to seam out. So your thought process should be the opposite. Okay, I'm going to try and hit a boundary. Where's my boundary options? And then if the bowler bowls a good ball or different ball, then you look for one. But if you look for a
yep,
boundary, you're most likely going to hit a bad ball for a boundary when it comes. But if you don't, that's difficult. So your mindset is always going to be positive. Putting the bowler under pressure makes him uh, like he'll feel the pressure and probably bowl more bad balls as well, which then makes it easier for you for betting. And just to realize that, yeah, failure is going to happen. So there's no point thinking about it or worrying about it.
yep,
Try and do as well as you can in the moment, every ball you face. And if it doesn't work out today, it's probably going to work out next week. My brother used to say, form, there's no such thing as form. Form is literally just, it's literally just stats showing you that sometimes you get runs, sometimes you don't. There's no such thing as form. It's just sometimes you're going to score runs, sometimes not. So it's all about
Yep.
just trying to be as positive as possible and backing yourself. But
Yes.
it starts in the nets. It starts by doing the hard yards in the nets, so that you know you've covered all your bases. Once you go into the game, you can just trust that whatever you've done will work.
yep. That's so true. Like, you just got to go out into the middle of a positive mindset. Like, a few years ago, 2019, in the 2019 Ashes, David Warner, he said to Justin Langer, I'm not feeling confident, I'm just worrying about getting out all the time. And his response, um, yeah, he just says, don't worry about getting out, just focus on the next ball. The next
Yeah.
ball's got to come. And Adam Gilchrist always said on that trip as well, um, worry about the next ball. The next ball is the most important thing of your life. That nothing else matters on that moment,
Yeah,
and that moment is so true. Like you're just going to face the next ball is always going to be different.
yeah, 100%.
Mason, what is your question about batting for Stephan?
How do you if there was a ball like how do you pick the right ball to actually smack and hit? How do you figure out what ball is the right ball for a boundary or it's the right ball to do a power shot on?
Yeah. For me, it was just a lot of training, so a lot of muscle memory. I know a lot of guys don't like facing bowling machine, for example, but I used to love it because I would hit 100 cover drives, 100 straight drives, 100 on drives. So I started figuring out exactly which balls I can hit, where I can hit it, just by literally just training so much. um, because once you go into the game, as I said, you want to have a clear mind, as clear as possible. So the main thing would be then um, just to train more. Lance Klusner gave me a tip a few years ago. He would also go out on a field and let someone throw to you, and you just try and hit every ball for six. Then you put cones where the ball lands, and you realize that, okay, I've hit that probably 50%, but it's still carried the inner ring. So when you're in the game situation and the guy is 10 off the ring, you know that you only need 50% of it to clear him. So it already gives you confidence that you don't even have to hit it 100% to get over. So the thing is, that's again back to training. So you train hitting every ball for six, and you see where it lands, how well you hit it, and that percentages you can also use in a match, because that will give you confidence when the
Yeah.
guy's not on the ring, or that you can clear him.
Yep. Yeah, so a few weeks ago in a school game, I got 33 runs at the top of the order, opening the batting, facing the new ball. I felt really confident, and then I moved straight down back to men's cricket on a local Saturday.
Yeah.
The How do you transform your game from going good in a kids game into versing like fully grown men on a Saturday?
Yeah, again, that leads back a little bit to facing. You got to take away the face
Oh crap! I
of
got
the guy who's bowling at you. You literally just got to watch the ball and hit the ball, because whether it's school cricket, club cricket, first class cricket, international cricket, it's still the same ball coming at you. So you got to try and put your focus alone on the ball. Don't even look at the players running in at you and charging at you. They might be quicker, they might turn the ball more, whatever the situation is, but they also might not. So the main thing would be is not to think about and what team you're playing, but think about the ball you're facing. It's all about this. It's you're still facing the same ball, so you
Yep,
don't have to worry
Yeah.
too much about what team you're playing at.
yep. So like, just stay confident, worry about the next ball coming onto the bat, and just playing with freedom. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 100%.
All right. Charlie's been asking me about his stance and how to face spin and pace. Could you give him a couple of insights how to face spin and pace?
Yeah, so it's very individual. Everyone's got their own things they like, where they feel comfortable in. So growing up in South Africa, similar to you guys, we have bouncy, fast wickets. And I always, like I mentioned earlier, I always played with age groups older than me. So from a young age, I really enjoyed facing quicker bowlers. And in South Africa, which will be exactly similar to Australia, opening bowlers want to hurt you, so they're going to run in and bowl short at you with the new ball because they've got the pace to do it. So for me, I loved it when the fast bowlers bowl short, because I always felt there was opportunity to score. and I always felt like getting you out, they've got less chance. When they pitch it up, you can nick off, you can get bowled, you can get LBW. You know, there's way more ways you can go out, and if they bowl short, you can only get caught. They can't bowl you, they can't get you LBW, they can't. So um, for me, it was all about. I love the back foot, so I would score most of my runs with the back foot against fast bowlers or seam bowlers. And when they pitched it up, I was a little bit more careful. And I would still try and put them under pressure as much as possible, but I would take probably a little bit less risk than with the shorter ones. And then against spinners, I hardly ever double stepped, just purely because I love the back foot. So I would rather hang back, and even like a good length ball, I would try and pull or cut. Um, so I would stand a little bit lower in my position against spinners, so my head would be a little bit low as well to give me the. So you pick up the length very quickly, and then it gives you the availability to cut or to pull. And for me, I always like to sweep against the spin. So if being a left-hander, if a leg spinner bowled at me or left-arm spinner, I would look to reverse sweep him. And if an off spinner was bowling to me, I would look to sweep normal. So I always like to go against the spin in my sweeping options. But again, that's preference. A lot of guys actually like going with the spin. But I like the connection. It felt like it came off the bat a little bit harder going against the spin.
So all of us three really want to be professional cricketers when we're older. At what age in your life did you think this is what I want to do in my life? What part of your life was that?
Uh, pro- I went through stages. I think when I was very young, I wanted to do it. Probably 11 to 13 already, I wanted to do it. And then I got to a stage of my life where I just played too much cricket and trained every day. And I was probably, I'd say probably around 14, 15 at one stage. I was leaning more towards rugby. I was like, oh, I'm enjoying rugby a little bit more now. And then actually due to my brother that played at such a high level when he was so young, and he got sponsored cars when he was still in school, and I saw the lifestyle, that's when I was like, oh, hold on, maybe that is something for me. So um, you do go through stages. Sometimes you feel like you want to do it from a very young age, and then you might go through a phase where there's different things in your life that gives brio. So for me, it was very young age. I wanted to. Then I went through a stage, a year or two, that I wasn't really thinking about being a professional cricketer, and then later on again. But my main thing was later on when I wanted to do it, I got a little bit lazy in my training sessions. So, example, I would only train when the school trained or club trained, and it did keep me back a little bit. And then only when I realised I could play international cricket for Holland, that's when I turned it around again and trained literally every single day. But it was almost, I want to say almost too late then, because everyone catches up with you. The guys who train, talent can only take you so far, and then
Yeah,
hard work gets you further. So the main thing would be that if you want it, then you got to train for it. You got to go for it.
yeah, that's exactly right. Like, we a huge honour and privilege to wear that baggy green cap for Australia. How do you feel like playing for the Netherlands when you couldn't play for South Africa?
Yeah, mixed emotions, to be honest. When I played at Northerns back then, it was so difficult to get into the team, and because I grew up there, I was in school there. I didn't want to go to another province, and in hindsight, maybe it's something I should have done. But when I was there, I didn't want to leave. Like Faf also couldn't get a break. He went to county cricket. He signed Colpack, and he was with Lancashire. At Northerns, we had Jacques Rudolph, we had my brother, we had Alvira Peterson, Neil McKenzie. All of them played for South Africa, so he just couldn't get into the side. And then I came to Holland as a overseas professional, but it was never my um, thinking to play for Holland. It was just to play here in the winter season and then go back to South Africa and keep playing there. And literally the 1 year, the Dutch coach just phoned me and said, "Listen, next year you can qualify to play for Holland. Would you do it?" And my dream was always to play in a World Cup, and there I just basically got handed an opportunity. So I just thought, whether I play against Australia in the World Cup for Netherlands or for South Africa, it's still going to be the same opposition. It's still going to be a World Cup. And then basically, then I let go of South Africa quite quickly. Um, whether I would have made it there or not, I would never know, to be honest. But I'm very happy that I had the opportunity to play for Holland, because I still managed to play in 4 World Cups, and it was a dream I had since I was very young. So yeah, something I won't change now. But obviously, it would have been a very proud moment of mine to sing the South African anthem instead of the Dutch anthem.
Do you look back now in your cricket career and think, I can't believe I made it this far, putting on that Netherlands jersey?
Yeah, 100%. I feel extremely blessed to have played international cricket for so long. Um, yeah, and as I say, sometimes you think you could have done better. Sometimes you think, oh, I've done okay. Um, which is, as a sportsman, you always try and push yourself to the highest. So I think even if you speak to Steve Smith, who's absolute phenomenal test player, he would also go, oh, he could have done better. So there's one side of me that always goes, no, I should have done better. I could have done better. But then there's the other side where you should just be thankful that you've been able to do something that you love and that you dreamt of when you was young.
Charlie, do you have a question about his favourite player, or the most famous player he's first?
Yeah, I suppose, like, who's been like the hardest player you've ever played against, or a challenging moment or something that you faced?
Yeah, definitely Dale Steyn. I faced him a lot in the nets in South Africa because we went to the academy together. But playing against him at the World Cup, he's got fire in his eyes. I think he still holds the record for where he was number 1 in the world for more than 5 years in a row, and there's no one that's been able to match that. So yeah, 100% Dale Steyn, just because he could swing the ball, he could bowl 150, and like he had that fire. He literally had that fire in him. So it was always a lovely battle with him. I faced Morna and Morkel plenty of times as well, and he was also a scary man to face because he was so tall and quick. But Dale just had a different type of fire in him where the competition was really tough.
Did you ever get a chance to face Jasprit Bumrah?
No, also never faced Bumrah. Faced a couple of the spinners in the Indian side, but not their quicks. So yeah, and Trent Bolt was very good. Matt Henry, New Zealand's also very good, and yeah, I faced a couple of the England players as well. Wood, Stokes,
Oh,
all quality players with real pace. Um, but yeah, that Steyn, that fire in Steyn was just a little bit unmatched, I reckon, with the other bowlers I faced.
yeah, that would have been unbelievably scary. How do you get confidence to boost yourself to face those good bowlers in the world, quickest bowlers?
Yeah, again, we'll go back to training, but training smart. So whenever I knew I'm going to come up against those bowlers, I would go to the nets, but I start with tennis balls, for example. But you got to get used to the pace. But you start with something that you know is not going to hurt you, it's not going to injure you. So you start with tennis balls, then a little bit harder tennis balls, then maybe some sort of softer cricket balls, and then you speed up, speed up, speed up. But you got to face it. You got to face it in the nets to be able to do it in the match, because it gives you the confidence to go out there. But you got to be smart about how you're doing it. Going into the nets the first day, putting the machine 150 kilometers an hour is not going to help you. You got to build it. You got to build it up to get used to it, and yeah, so that you'll be able to do it in a match.
Has the Netherlands played much Test cricket for their country?
No, we've actually never played Test cricket, which is sad. And we played a little bit of first class cricket at one stage, but we played like 2 matches, 3 matches a year.
Oh yeah.
But that stopped a long time ago, probably 6, 7 years ago already. Because the world's just gone more to T20 cricket. That's where most of the money goes into, and one-day cricket. So I think it's quite sad that the Netherlands don't play any Test cricket. But on the other side, yeah, it's a country with a very small population, and where cricket's not big at all. So to get more kids involved in cricket, if you're going to play Test cricket, they probably won't be interested because they don't know the game. So they just want to see something fast and good, and T20 cricket for them is something that you can get them involved with cricket. As soon as it goes longer than that, they lose a little bit of interest just plainly because they don't know the game.
We all have one last question left for you. So Mason, would you like to start us off with the final questions around the group?
I'm literally deciding between two of them. If you had to make a team out of the current players that are around, in the Big Bash, in the Australian team, in the England team, in the whatever Test teams or different cricket teams, what players would you choose for that top 11 or 12?
I think, well, my number one would probably be Steve Smith.
Fair enough,
Just
Smudge. Fair enough.
phenomenal player. I think his stats is unmatched, but he's
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
calm,
That makes
collective.
sense.
His hands are phenomenal in the slip. And I would go. Oh, it's a tough question. There's so many actually really good players out there. I think Brooke from England is also a very good player.
Harry Brook,
He takes on the bowlers as well. He puts them under pressure, which is tough. Stark, 100% Stark.
Smitchy,
He's he's
Smitchy.
he's
All right,
been he's been amazing for so many years. So you can't go Test match without him. I would also go with probably KG Rabada from South Africa. There's another seamer.
fair
He's
enough.
also been phenomenal and incredible record. I'm jumping around here, but
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good.
so many players. I'm a big fan of Manus.
Yeah,
No,
He's gone
I
through,
actually stole his stance for my batting.
yeah, he's gone through a bit
So
of a patch, but it's
he's
great to see
a
him
bit of
back.
a fiddly one. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's great to see him back. Scored
no, no.
a lot of runs in the first class comp now before he got back into that Test squad, obviously, and really happy that he got that 50 not out. I think it's maybe just something he needed, because also absolute class player. Uh,
yeah, he is.
um, and then I would say Markram. I like Markram from South Africa as
Oh,
well. Good
Oh,
all-round
great choice.
player.
what a player!
Good all-round player as well. Trying to think here. Stokes.
So good. Take your time.
Stokesy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Stokesy.
But wait, but didn't he get out for like 4, like for at the last test?
Markram.
Ben Stokes. He got out
Yeah, Stokes
four
didn't get
behind, I
many.
think.
I
He didn't
know
get many.
Starkey nicked him off in the one innings. I don't know about the other innings actually, but he's still, because he bowls and he bats and he fields. Also, just a genuine all rounder.
Fair enough.
Very good all rounder.
He's a really good all rounder.
Definitely, yeah. What a player.
Yeah. Kane
Yeah,
Williams, phenomenal batsman as well. I played a lot of cricket with what's his name? I played cricket with him. I forgot his name. Uh, Yeah, well, Markram, you went to Pretoria Boys High as well, the same school as I went to. But I've mentioned him actually already. I think also Bavuma has done really well for South Africa, and he's a bit under the radar. But he's the last 4 years he's averaging mid 50s in Test cricket, and he's now the first captain to get to 10 wins, or the quickest captain to get to 10 wins in only 11 matches. I
fair
think
enough.
Steve Waugh had 12 matches or 13 matches. So he's done very well as well. Bavuma, he's just not the flair type of player. He's not a good looking type of batsman that you want to watch. But
Yeah,
he grinds it out. There's so many guys to pick from. I think India's also got phenomenal batsmen. Bumrah just
yeah,
sensational.
yeah. Would you
Uh,
ever consider Sam Billings or nah?
Billings also good, but I'm more a fan of him probably white ball cricket.
Yeah,
Um,
that okay,
then
fair enough. Like in like the BBL or something.
yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one
that
thing
makes sense.
I still think England the way they play Test cricket is it's exciting and it's nice to watch, but if you look at their record, it hasn't been great. I actually think they need a little bit more traditional batters as well, just to mix it up. You can't go just traditional batsmen because the game's not shaped that way, and you want to put the bowlers under pressure. But I think they've just gone
Yeah,
other
yeah,
way.
fair
Like
enough.
they lost a few wickets playing good cricket, but they lost a few wickets, and then I saw the sort of later order batsmen come in and just try and whack it, and I was like, oh, that's where you got to show a little bit of heart and fight for every
Yeah,
run you can still get to the end of the game to put some sort of score on, and then Travis Head just absolutely demolished them, absolute
Well,
fantastic knock there.
yeah, yeah. He
Wow.
was a class player
He's
in
actually
the
also
test.
he's a player you put in all your teams. You
Terrible.
put in your test team, your
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
T20
BBL.
team.
He plays for the Strikers. He's a phenomenal player.
Yeah. So
who's if you had to play for one BBL team, who would that be and why?
oof.
Please
Brisbane
say
Heat.
Heat
Yeah, just because my cousin's playing there at the moment.
and AB de
Wait,
Villiers has played there too.
My cousin, she's Nadine de Klerk, so she had a good
Oh,
World Cup as well, and she's playing there, and that's probably the only reason why I would say at this stage I would go to Brisbane. And I
fair.
like their clothes. I actually like their clothes they've got.
oh,
Nice.
Michael Nessa or Nisa,
That's it. Yeah.
um,
McCunaman.
Charlie,
That's the only two that I can think of it right now.
Charlie, would you like to finish us off?
Um, who would be your favourite Thunder player or big player?
That's a trick question. I wouldn't even know who plays for the Thunder, to be honest.
Alice used to play for us.
Yeah.
And I named one earlier.
Billings.
Sam
Billings.
Billings,
Billings,
Bilbo,
phenomenal player. Played against him also a couple of times in
and
camp.
also Alex Hales as well.
Hale's also a good player, but
Yeah,
who's the local players there?
Matt Gill
uh, Matt,
Yeah.
yeah, Matt Gilks, Daniel Sams,
Sam's a good player.
um,
Sam's a very good player.
Sam Constus.
yeah, Sam
Constance,
Constas,
he's obviously up and coming, and Australia have seen something in him. So I haven't
good
seen
old Warner as well.
enough of him, but
Mm,
if Australia picks him, there's obviously a reason for that. He must be very talented. So looking forward to what he can do.
yep,
We've
Yeah,
also got
very good
Chris.
Pat
player.
Cummins also played for us as well,
Oh,
but
Cummins,
he's
what
been
a legend!
yeah, good
What
old Cummins.
Oh, what a legend! Fantastic leader
Warner.
as well. So
Got David Warner as well, the captain.
Yeah, Chris
Chris,
Green.
Chris Green is also very, very good. He gets in all T20 cricket around the globe.
Yeah,
Also,
I've seen him. I've seen his Instagram posts and stuff, and he's a phenomenal player and a nice bloke as
very,
well.
very,
So
very good cricket player. And he's,
yeah,
Also got
if I've got it correct, he's also starting to play quite a few more first class games, which is also nice to see. And that he's not just focused on T20s, because yeah, he would also be very handy in a test team because he can do all three formats of the game. He can bat, he can bowl, he can field.
yeah, he's like one of our. He's actually one of the Thunder's top fieldsmen.
Yeah,
yep, the gun
definitely.
He's
field.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
We also had Chris Morris, South African.
Oh yeah. Also a very good player. Also went to school with him. He also went to Pretoria
Oh,
Boys.
there you go.
So I played school cricket with him as well. He was also a very good player. Good bowl, good pace, and could hit the ball.
Yeah, we
Oh, wait, I
have.
forgot about Brendan Doggett.
Oh,
He's
Doggett.
playing in the
Yeah, test.
Yeah,
test team at the moment.
he did well. I
He
think he
did
had a
really
good test
well. He did
debut.
really well.
Yeah,
I think he
and
got 2 wickets. I think.
yeah, and
Yeah,
Scott
yeah,
Boland had a bit of a tough first innings, but
Yeah,
Boland
good
came
old
back and
bowler.
bowled
But yeah,
fantastic second innings.
Mm,
do we build him a
Scotty.
statue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephan, for coming
Yeah,
on our
thanks guys.
podcast.
Really, really appreciate your time. And sorry it's taken so long to get on. Yeah, it's just with work, unfortunately. I'm
Nah, all good. We
quite busy.
understand.
All right.
All right,
Thank
cheers.
you. It's
Go
been an
well, eh?
honour.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye.
all right. See ya.